Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Got a crazy fight to talk about. If this one ever goes down, it would be insanity. Anthony Rumble Johnson versus Francis Ngannou. Now, Anthony Rumble Johnson retired in 2017 after losing the second time to DC. He is set to make his return to MMA at heavyweight in 2020, so it's not that far-fetched this fight may happen. Let's not waste any time and get right into it. Anthony Rumble Johnson stands at 6'2" with a 78-inch reach. Since his retirement, he's gained a ton of weight, went up to 280 pounds plus. So let's say for this fight, he would come in at 265, the limit. His MMA record is 22 wins, 6 losses. 16 of those wins have been by KO TKO. That's roughly a 73% stoppage ratio. His style is primarily boxing and wrestling, but he does utilize kicks. He has a background in wrestling. Before the Daniel Cormier loss, he was on a 3-fight win streak and he stopped all 3 of those opponents. Francis the Predator Ngannou stands at 6'4" with an 83-inch reach. He has been up to 265 for previous fights, so let's just say he comes in that weight for this one. His MMA record is 14 wins, 3 losses. 10 of those wins have been by KO TKO. And that's roughly a 71% stoppage ratio. Ngannou primarily boxes in his fights, prefers to KO people with his hands. He is developing solid takedown defense and defensive wrestling. He's currently on a 3-fight win streak, and he has stopped all 3 of those opponents. So the matchup. This is a hypothetical fight, fantasy matchup that may or may not happen, but here's some info that I find relevant. Anthony Johnson has only had 1 fight at heavyweight, to my knowledge, in MMA. Johnson has a higher KO ratio of 73% and Ngannou 71%, but it's close. Rumble has 12 first-round stoppages. Francis has 7 first-round stoppages. Johnson obviously has more experience with more MMA fights than Francis. I think the competition they have faced is comparable. They both have fought champion caliber fighters and top 10s. AJ has lost once via TKO, and all of Ngannou's losses have been by way of decision. Cardio also might be a factor in this fight. We have seen Rumble Johnson gas in the past, and with the extra weight, cardio may be an issue for him. Like I said, he's only had 1 fight at heavyweight, so I would give the cardio advantage to Ngannou. So who do I think will win this fight? I think this fight's pretty much a toss-up. It's a case of who lands first. They both have the ability to stop each other. I might be inclined to give the speed advantage to Ngannou. The power, I'm not sure, probably Ngannou, but it's very, very close. Rumble Johnson is one of the hardest punchers in MMA history. They both are. I think if AJ fought smart and tried to use his wrestling, the fight could sway a little more in his favor. But if they were to compete, I think that these guys would just stand in the middle and bang. See who falls first. The crisper boxing, I'm probably going to give it to Ngannou. AJ tends to swing a little wide and wild. He does, in my opinion, utilize kicks more, so that's a plus for him. I can kind of see Ngannou catching AJ first just because he has slightly better hands to me and is a little bit quicker. But again, it's such a tough fight to call because if either one of these guys touches each other on the chin, that's pretty much all she wrote. So if I had to pick a winner for this fight, I'm going to give the slight edge to Francis Ngannou. He's used to fighting at heavyweight more, but it's really close. Who would you guys have winning this fight if they did compete? If you want to explain why and your reasoning, feel free. We'd love to read those comments. Thanks for watching this segment. If you enjoyed it, please click like, share, subscribe. Truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on the next breakdown.